The kinship. Kinship provides the framework of social relationship. Kinship means relationship of the individual with the other members due to either a bond of marriage or through blood. Kinship bonds are very strong. So kinship is the framework of relationship, and the relationship is either through marriage or through blood. Kinship bonds are very strong. Kinship begins with nuclear family. The kins found in this group are husband, wife, son, daughter, brother, and sister. Kinship is that part of culture which deals with notion of or ideas about relatedness or relationship through birth or through marriage. So in kinship, all those relationships which are because of birth or because of marriage are dealt with. A kinship system is not a group like family, nor is it a set of institutionalized rules like marriage. So here the institutions like family and marriage are not considered. It is a structured system of relationship. In kinship is a structured system of relationship in which individuals are bound to one another by complex interlocking and ramifying ties. Types of kinship. Consanguineal kinship. Consanguinity is a relationship based on supposedly common blood relationship. Supposedly, not exact. A consanguine is a relative who was born in the family concerned. A relative born in a concerned family, in a family, which is being taken into account. The bond of blood is called consanguineous kinship. The relatives linked by blood or common ancestry or siblings are known as consanguineal kins. For example, father, mother, son, daughter, brother, sister, father's brother, father's brother's son, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and so on. The consanguineal kins form a common ancestry and a common descent. They have a common ancestral belonging. Blood is not only determinant factor, but more significant role is of the social recognition of such kinds. For example, the adopted child is also recognized as a real son. He shares adopted father's surname and joins the descent. So the second one is affinal kinship. The relatives linked by marital bonds are known as affinal kins. Marriage relationship. For example, husband and wife, wife's mother, daughter's husband, parent-in-laws, son-in-law, etc. All are affines. After marriage, a person becomes not only a husband but also becomes brother-in-law and son-in-law, etc. Similarly, a girl on marriage becomes not only a wife but also becomes daughter-in-law and also becomes chachi, bhabi, devrani, etc. In a nuclear family, an individual has only one kinship status at a time. Every normal adult member of a family belongs to two nuclear families, one the family of orientation and second the family of procreation. The family of orientation is that in which the person is born. Kins of the family of orientation are father, mother, son and daughter. The family of procreation is that which he establishes by marrying a woman for some other family and by procreating in its kins of the in it. Kins of the family of procreation or husband-wife, father and mother, or husband-wife, father and mother. Every individual belongs first to his family of orientation in which he is born, and then to the family of procreation which he sets up after his marriage. Of kinship. On the basis of nearness or distance, the degrees of distance between the kins can be classified into the following categories. Number 1, primary kinship. Primary kinship relatives are those who belong to the same nuclear family as a particular person. The individual's father, mother, brother and sister in the family of orientation, and husband, wife, son and daughter in the family of procreation. So the primary kinship is the relatives of the same nuclear family as a particular person. The individual's father, mother, brother, sister in the family of orientation and husband, wife, son, daughter in the family of procreation are primary kins. There are 8 such primary kins: husband, wife, father, son, mother, daughter, father, daughter, mother, son, younger and elder brother, and younger and elder sister, and sister, brother. These are all primary kins. Then the second is secondary kins. Each of the primary relatives of the individual will naturally have their own primary relatives. Means every primary relative will have their own primary relative, and these are considered to be his secondary relatives. And these primary relatives of an individual will be considered as the secondary relatives. That means for any individual, his father is a primary relative for his father. His father is his primary relative, and for the given individual, his father's father would be his secondary relative. Means father is the primary relative. His father, father's father, will be the primary relative of the father, and for the son, the grandfather will become a secondary relative. In the same way, for any individual, his mother's brother, father's sister, wife's father or son's wife would all be secondary relatives. There are 33 secondary kins of a person. So the secondary kinship has 33 kins of a person. Tertiary kinship. The primary relatives of any individual's secondary relatives are tertiary kins. So primary relatives of any individual's secondary relatives are tertiary kins. For example, for an individual, his father is a primary kin, his grandfather is a secondary kin, and his great-grandfather is a tertiary kin. Thus, the wife of brother-in-law and brother-in-law of an individual's brother are tertiary kins. There are 151 tertiary kins to a person. Then distant relatives. All other relatives who are more remote than tertiary relatives are distant relatives. For all practical purposes, the relatives up to tertiary degree are normally found in interaction among themselves. Very few might remember remote relatives. Now the characteristics of kinship.